Hello, my name is Aaron Delgadillo, and I'm a Customer Success Technical Manager here at Let's Go Learn. Today, what I want to do is go over some of the reporting capabilities that are located within your teacher account. Now, when you first log into your teacher account, you'll notice that there are a host of tabs located on the top of the page. When you click under Reporting, you'll notice that there's two options, Teacher as well as Data Portal. Today, we're going to go over both, but today we're going to start off with the teacher reporting. When the page loads, you'll notice that there are a few groups that you can choose from. Today we're going to get started with usage and work our way up. Under this usage group, you'll notice that there's three reports made available. There's a teacher assessment completion report, there's the assessment total time data report, as well as the instructional usage report. These three reports are fantastic in order to help you administer both the assessment and the instruction throughout the school year. This first one, Teacher Assessment Completion Report, is a fantastic report to run after every single assessment window. This report will show you which students have completed an assessment, which students are still in progress, and it will also tell you which students haven't started their assessment. If you have an initiative that all your students need to be assessed in either DORA or ADAM or even DOMA, this report will give you the visibility to ensure that all students have been assessed. Additionally, we have this assessment total time data report. This report is fantastic to find out how much time your students took on one of the assessments. And finally, we have the instructional usage report. If you did purchase one of the LGL Edge programs, or LGL Edge 2.0, this report is fantastic to help you identify which students are currently working on their Edge instruction with fidelity. For example, if you anticipate all of your students to work 3 hours a week, you can run this report to show which students have completed that 3-hour mark and those who haven't. Next up, we have the summaries group. Under the summaries group, we have a few different reports at your disposal. We have the teacher profile report, the DORA decoding error analysis report, as well as the DORA comprehension subtest analysis report. These reports are great after your students have taken one of the assessments. So starting with the top, the teacher profile report will place students into specific profiles depending on their strengths and weaknesses. This next one, the DORA decoding error analysis report, is a fantastic report for those younger students or for those students that are having issues with decoding. Running this report will show you what kinds of decoding issues your students are currently facing. Next up is a DORA comprehension subtest analysis. This report is fantastic for those students that were given comprehension passages. In here, we actually provide the information of how long a student is spending reading the passages, as well as how they're doing on the individual passages as well, or individual questions as well. We also provide some error details of how many of the questions were inferential questions versus how many questions were directly from the text. Now you'll notice that we also have raw scores report. However, that has been moved to the data portal. Finally, on this page, we have the placement reports. We have two reports under here, and that's the DORA reading level score estimated equivalencies, as well as a response to intervention. This first report will provide you some additional information on equivalence scores on different measures. So we have DRA, reading recovery, as well as a host of other measures. Definitely check that out if your school has an initiative to use those scores. Additionally, we have a response to intervention. Under this response to intervention, we have a few reports that are made available. We have an RTI report, a door to RTI report for K1, 1st through 5th reading intervention screening, as well as 6th through 8th, etc. If you want to learn a little bit more about these reports, clicking on Report Description will give you a brief rundown of each individual report. These are fantastic reports if you're looking not only at reading, but also at math as well. So closing this up and going back to Report and Teacher, I want to conclude by saying that we also have these custom reports here. And the reason why you see these is because this is a demo account. But for the most part, every single one of you will have access to the usage group, summaries group, as well as placement reports. And now what I want to do is I want to briefly go over the data portal. When you click on reporting and then data portal, it launches you to a new page. And in this new page, you'll notice they have two options, home and teacher. When you hover over teacher, you'll notice that there's two options within this specific demo account. Today, I'm going to go over the teacher exports because those are the ones that everyone has access to. This teacher reports is an added tab for this demo account. So when I click on teacher exports, it's going to bring me up to a new page with a drop-down. In this drop-down, we have access to a few reports. We have the raw scores report export, pre-post gain report export, and the instructional usage export. And just like this name suggests, all of these will export into a spreadsheet. This first one is raw scores report. When you run this report, this will download all of the assessment details and data that a student achieved in a specific time frame. The pre-post gains report export is a fantastic report to show the gains over time. So this report is typically ran mid-year when a student has taken the second assessment, or also at the end of the year after a student has completed their last assessment. And once again, this is a spreadsheet, so this will show you how a student did from one point to another. Finally, we have the instructional usage export. This is similar to what you found or what you saw in the previous page. However, this gives you the ability to export the data whenever needed. So overall, I hope that this quick demo allowed you to gain a little bit more visibility on the reporting capabilities of it as a teacher. Once again, if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to your customer success specialist, or feel free to give us a call at 888-618-7323. Thanks a lot.